Our Washington State baseball head coach Brian Green joins us now. Coach, congrats on the series win at UC Davis. Let's talk about the opener today. Kind of a funky situation. Saturday's game 2 of the doubleheader, suspended from darkness. You guys come back, play the last 2 innings, get a big situations from Michael Newstrom out of the bullpen, and then the big homer from Jack Smith. Talk about the game 1 win today from Sunday.
Well, it's great. We were trailing yesterday, just really couldn't get anything going offensively. We had barreled a bunch of balls yesterday, and we're down 2-0. We get one in the 6th, one in the 7th, and then darkness happened. So it's 2-2 going into today. That's a new experience for us in terms of a halted game. So we essentially, Bobby, played 2 doubleheaders in 2 days, getting up pretty early. Guys responded awesome. Russell hits a triple in the 8th. We don't end up scoring him. It was really, really hairy defensively. Newstrom came in, bases loaded, nobody out, and he gets out of it. They don't score. We put up 3. Jack Smith with a 3-run, 2-strike home run was awesome. Ethan Ross ends up in the game. Bases loaded again. We're up 2 with 1 out. He gets out of that, showed a lot of toughness and courage, and huge win for us. I mean, now you're at 3-0 going into game 4 on the road. We've been inside the snow the last couple of weeks, so to go 3-1 for the weekend, it was a pretty optimistic start for us being on the road.
You mentioned it, a couple new faces that, Coug fans won't be able to see in person for a while, but they got to see their first glimpses this weekend of Kyle Russell. We've heard about him in high school, highly touted prospect. And then Tristan Peterson, comes over from New Mexico State and has a big weekend for you. But also Ethan Ross, who only had a couple appearances last year, but you got to see some, talk about those young faces that helped you guys win a road series.
Well, we've got a lot of them, and we've got a lot of depth and just in terms of numbers. You've got such a big returning core who contributed so much last year with Montez and Vandy and Meyer and Manzo and Colden and some Clifford, Smith. I mean, there's so many guys who contributed and were huge contributors last year. So, it's tough to crack it right now, but when you get your opportunity, you got to go. Kyle Russell's leading the team in hitting as a freshman. He had a 417 batting average clip. Was really aggressive. He drove some balls. I think he had 3 extra base hits on the weekend. Really impressive. Played great defense. Made a couple of huge plays in that game 1 in the 9th. So Keith Jones coming in had 4 or 5 quality at bats. But we've got a bunch of new faces positionally that you're going to see, with Marquez and Louis and potentially a Stancato, Easton Irwin. We had a lot of new faces in there this weekend. And the cool thing was we had a chance to play almost every position player got into the game. That was a real positive. And on the mound, there's new faces as well. It's nice to have Tristan Peterson as a grad transfer up down the middle of the lineup. I think he was in 350, he drove a bunch of balls. But Ethan Ross is much improved. Mickey Thompson, you didn't see him last year, an Oregon product. Really impressive outing today. Got a lot of exciting stuff going on. There's going to be a lot of new faces, and we're looking forward to continue to build the program.
Yeah, along with those new faces, there was also some veterans that you got some big weekends out of that you were expecting. And Zane Mills set the tone on Friday night. Brandon White with a big start on Saturday. And then Kyle Manzardo, hitting streak up to 21 games now, so spanning back to 2019. What'd you see from those 3?
Experience, leadership, maturity, all of it. It's Zane went out, really composed, poised. He had a great outing. I think it was an 11-1 win, that one. And I know Brandon threw a shutout in his effort, however long he went, 5-6. I don't know how long Brandon went, but they were both really impressive. Manzo was impressive all weekend. He was hammering the ball all weekend, quality at bats. He's a pro. He acts like a pro. He works hard. He shows up every day. He's blue collar, and it was cool. Those 3 guys really showed it, and we had some other great, Montez was 1-1 strikeout to walk for the weekend, had a huge hit to tie the game up yesterday. So it's nice to see that experience come in and demonstrate how it's supposed to look. Because, to be quite honest, Bobby, the freshmen and the new guys, a lot of them were sped up. They had a hard time breathing, getting signs, relaxing, thinking about process, and it's normal. We get that. So to have our experience demonstrate how it's supposed to look, I think that really helped us and got us into that 3-1 start.
And then finally, you guys, overall, you take 3 of 4. It's the Cougs' first season opening series win since 2011. Another big moment for you guys. It's the first weekend of the season, but what can you take from the weekend?
Well, we just take a lot from it. We have so much experience just in terms of guys who were with us last year, and even look at last year's opening series. We're really tight. It was a hard time for us just getting into the flow of the game. That was not the case this weekend. Guys are experienced, even though they had 16 games under our belt, but our guys came in pretty confident. We followed an approach that we had put into play for the weekend, and we stuck to it. And for the most part, we were pretty successful with that. And, yeah, Bobby, we're really interested in as many firsts in a long time as possible in our program, because that means we're doing things right. So, but no, I didn't know that. First opening week or series win since 11, almost 10 years. Beautiful. We'll take that and hopefully continue to just do great things here.